We are going to be doing some ice cup massage. Ice cup is beneficial when you have a client that's in a lot of pain. So if they have a really tender trigger point, if they have a really tender, tight band to where you can't use firm pressure to help work it out, a lot of times doing an ice cup massage. Now this is a reusable ice cup massage where this has another blue bottom cup to it, and you put this together, fill it up with water on that part, and then you then put it in the freezer. You then take the blue part off, and then you can then reuse this. I'm not going to reuse these on clients. This is one client per, but it's nice that this is reusable, so you're not having to keep used. If you don't have these, you can use a paper cup, like those little paper cups that they have like at the dentist that they have you rinse your mouth in. You can fill those up with water, freeze it, and then tear away part of the paper cup, and then do ice cup massage that way if you don't have these fancy things. So when you're doing ice cup massage, you're just going to do it in just one local area. So my client here, she has some tension in some knots here, or not knots, she has like a tender point here. So what I am then going to then use is just focus this ice cup massage right in this area. And I'm not doing long big strokes, but I'm just moving up and down and just staying in this area. So while I'm doing this, I'm coaching the client that first she's going to feel a coldness, then she's going to feel a burning, and then an aching, and then eventually a numbness sensation. When she gets to that numbness sensation, that is when I'm going to remove the ice from her, and then I'll then warm up and do a little manipulation with my hand. So I'm just using a towel here to catch any of the water dripping. And when we're done with this, we're gonna get a increase of blood flow to this area. So this ice cup massage, the benefits of this is that it helps to relieve pain. It also helps to relieve any inflammation. It also will help with any spasticity or spasms in the muscle. And when we remove that source, we're then going to get a nice cold source from this area. We're going to get a nice increase and rush of fresh oxygenated blood to the area. So it creates a nice flushing effect of the circulation over this problematic muscle here, which is probably like a little bit of mostly her middle trap, and maybe even a little bit of her levator scalene or levator scapula muscle might be part of what's going on and bothering her right here, but probably mostly her trapezius muscle. So what stage are we at right now?
Kind of the achy burning.
Achy burning. Mm-hmm. Okay. So then when we get to that numbness, then you let me know and I'll move it. And so I'm just moving up and down or doing small circles, but just keeping it constantly moving, but just keeping it super localized so that I'm not doing broad strokes with this, but just keeping just in one little area. And with this, depending on the amount of muscle tissue that's in the area, if there's a lot of tissue in the area, then it'll take a little longer to get to that numbness stage. If you're working in an area like the forearm or the lower leg or like the ankle where there's not, a lot of muscle and connective tissue and just a lot of extra tissue and extra muscles, where there's an area where it's leaner, then you'll get to that numbness stage a little faster.
It's definitely burning.
Okay, we're getting to that burning phase. And just watch your body mechanics when you're doing this. If you're sitting down, keep your shoulders, nice and level. Try not to, you need to look down, but try to keep your head up. Keep your feet flat on the floor, back straight. It's starting to get numb. All right, so then I am gonna dry that area, and then so we have it, it's nice, and so this redness, that's normal, okay? And so what we're then gonna start to see is the blood flow is then she's gonna start feeling like a tingling sensation of the blood flow rushing back to this area. And then afterwards it's then done, what usually you then feel is that the pain's gone, so the clients are like, oh, that's amazing. But two, it feels lighter, and it doesn't feel like you don't have like the weightness that sometimes you can have, and constant tension when you have like a really tight muscle, or tight bands in an area. So I'm now going to get a little bit of lotion and then massage this out.